points in the game.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Jayhawks offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. There he goes. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Running back searching for a hole. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So SMU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go back to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Jayhawks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
14, SMU, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give on the counter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Gets it out quickly. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Makes the quick grab. Crosses the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And that's a first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's another first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. 2nd down now after the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Tight end now in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Jayhawks with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, it's a fumble. Touchdown, Kansas. And the punishment has been extended.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a crease. It's Tompkins. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Spins away from the defender. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So,
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 13 over South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the...
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
SMU 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. This QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because we're dialing up is working.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of running backs in the entire country, they just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
7. Pace, 27, jump.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Still looking on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Military stun.
A run for the quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Direct snap. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break. Just let him make plays. Easy decision.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up 14 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making checks. Shoots it to the left. Got him in the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Basic connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point, even in the fourth quarter.
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special